I have some kind of difficulties to be in a group. So I'm also a meditation teacher, but this is a little bit a different role. You're in front, you're teaching, but really to be in the process, I've got the feeling this is really opens up a deeper level. It could be also bringing up a lot of emotional wounds, my experience. And as you mentioned, for me, there is something like a kind of longing, but also kind of resistance or fear to come in touch with, yes, I would say this, really to sense also the opposite, not to draw in, but really to be, I would say something like to have trust, to show up with that, to develop a kind of trust.
Even before you spoke, what was popping out at me is that there's the thing of being part of a group, and there's the thing of leading a group. And, I feel called, and I do in certain ways lead groups and am leaning into that in a certain way. And yet it is so full of so many potential challenges. And so this thing of being both a learner and a leader, both a participant and a leader or facilitator, these things are just so obvious as these two, they go together, of course, but they're also like whole worlds in themselves. And in some ways, I've found it sometimes easier to be the leader than to be a participant because of that question: do I raise my hand or do I speak? Who am I in this group? I'm nobody. But if somebody puts me in front and says you're the leader, it's simpler in a certain way, but not always, not necessarily. So it's just very interesting.
Lynn, I just really how much that metaphor resonated and sort of kind of gave me a sense of clarity of like, oh yes, that's where I'm at that moment of it's that kind of moment just before where there's a lot of different, like there's the kind of, well, I mean, I could just not do this. And
yes,
I could just sort of lie on the beach and not get in the water and not get cold. And there's that kind of thing. And yet there's something that always comes in that goes, but you never regret it. You've never come out of the sea and said, oh, I wish I hadn't gone for that swim. Yeah. And something about the being knocked over or the hit by the wave whilst you're doing it, that's something actually a lot easier about that for me than this moment of deciding.
Yes.
Can I summon somehow? It's getting over that first. I'm going to get up and start walking into that cold water.
Yes. Jen Lynn is saying that, we're like a snowflake, each one different. But what got me was he was saying when somebody speaks from that place of what? I mean, of depth, of genuineness, of totally being oneself, that people feel it and they listen. I have felt that in other people, and sometimes, not often, in myself. And that is, for me, a feeling of I belong to myself as well. I mean, I'm not afraid anymore. There's touching that place of that's, I guess, it's just where you're so inarticulate about this, but I can feel it. I can't find word. But, been looking for that my whole life and I have hated groups. In the past few years, I'm not hating them so much. And sometimes I can feel that place. I guess you could say it's where you're really swimming.